I bet you didn't know that an old, dull circular saw blade hiding in the back of your garage is actually a premium woodworking tool waiting to happen. Most people just throw these away when they stop cutting cleanly, completely unaware that they are tossing out high-grade industrial steel that can outperform half the tools you buy at the hardware store. Today, we are taking a standard 10-inch blade and turning it into something that will completely change the way you handle custom woodwork. If you have ever struggled to get perfectly smooth, chatter-free cuts on complex curved edges, or found yourself wishing you had a specialized tool for detailed shaping, this project is the ultimate game changer. By the time we are done, you will see exactly why this homemade creation might just become the most used item on your entire workbench. The secret lies entirely in the metal itself. Companies like DeWalt use an incredibly durable, heat-treated steel alloy designed to maintain rigidity under intense thermal stress. When the teeth lose their edge, the core body of the blade remains absolutely pristine. Instead of letting that engineering go to waste, we're repurposing that structural integrity. The plan is to carefully cut out a custom profile, refine the geometry, and fashion a highly specialized scraper and shaping knife that bridges the gap between a traditional draw knife and a precision cabinet scraper. If you have ever tried buying a high-end version of one of these online, you already know they can easily run you upwards of $80. We're making one today for $0, and honestly, the performance of this recycled steel is going to blow you away. To get started, the first major hurdle is managing the hardness of the metal. Because this steel is designed to stay stiff, trying to cut it with standard shop tools will just ruin your blades. You need to map out your design carefully using a high-visibility marker directly on the surface of the old circular blade. We're looking for a gently curved, ergonomic silhouette that fits comfortably in two hands, giving you maximum leverage and control during heavy material removal. Once the profile is locked in, an angle grinder equipped with a thin, abrasive cutoff wheel is the absolute best tool for the job. As you make your cuts, you'll notice a massive shower of bright sparks, which is a direct indicator of the high carbon content inside this alloy. This high carbon level is exactly what we want, because it means the finished tool will hold a razor-sharp edge for a phenomenally long time. As you navigate the contours of your design, you have to be extremely mindful of heat buildup. If the steel gets too hot and begins to turn a deep blue or purple color, you have accidentally ruined the factory temper, making the metal soft and completely incapable of holding an edge. To prevent this, keep a bucket of cold water right next to your workstation. Cut for just a few seconds at a time, then immediately submerge the metal to keep the temperatures down. This constant cooling cycle takes a bit of extra patience, but preserving that original heat treatment is what separates a professional-grade DIY tool from a piece of useless scrap metal. Once the rough shape is completely freed from the parent blade, the real transformation begins at the belt sander. This is where you smooth out all those jagged, aggressive edges left behind by the cutoff wheel. You want to work the perimeter until the tool feels completely natural in your hands. After the external shape is perfectly refined, it's time to establish the primary cutting bevel. For a tool like this, a 25-degree bevel is the absolute sweet spot. It provides the perfect balance between extreme sharpness and structural durability at the cutting edge. Take your time during this phase, grinding with light pressure and frequently checking your progress to ensure the bevel remains perfectly uniform across the entire length of the working edge. With the primary bevel established, we move away from heavy machinery and transition to the refinement stage. Using a series of diamond sharpening stones ranging from 400 grit up to 1200 grit, you'll want to work the edge until it mirrors a flawless finish. But we're not quite done yet. To make this tool truly magical on hardwoods like walnut and oak, we need to draw a burr. By using a polished steel burnishing rod pressed firmly against the sharpened edge, you can gently roll the microscopic tip of the steel forward. This creates a razor-sharp hook known as a burr, which acts like a microplane. Instead of creating fine, irritating sawdust, a properly burnished edge will slice off incredibly long, paper-thin ribbons of wood with absolute ease. When you finally press this tool against a piece of raw timber and pull it towards you, the sensation is absolutely unmatched. It slices through stubborn grain anomalies and complex knots without a single hint of tear-out, leaving behind a surface so smooth it feels like it's already been sanded to 1000 grit. It's incredibly empowering to realize that a piece of literal garbage was transformed into a precision instrument capable of master-level woodworking. It just goes to show that with a little bit of resourcefulness and the right technique, you don't need to spend a fortune to equip your shop with top-tier gear. By the way, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? Drop your location in the comments so I can personally thank you.